What's up, guys? How are you? Happy Monday. Welcome in to another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt, and we are back after what should be a pretty decent Sunday. We are watching the end of the game between the Detroit Tigers and the Texas Rangers. It is currently 1-1 in the bottom of the seventh inning. We are on the under in this game, so we are hoping this game will finish under. I think it's going to. I feel pretty confident saying under 7 is going to come in here for this game, but if it doesn't, that'll obviously impact the final score. I'm going to count it as a win here as it's getting late, so I need to tape this, but here we are, Rangers and the Tigers under 7, currently at 2. Hopefully we'll see, 1 or 2 more runs and we'll end this game in regulation, not go to extras. Red Sox win. They come in, they beat the Cubs like I thought. We went 0-2 for the player props for the first time in a long time. Haven't gone 0-2 in a long time for that. We're down 1.45 units because I bet a pretty heavy minus 160 prop on one of them that didn't come in. But we went 1-2 for the Open Championship. Justin Rose comes in. We played it with ties, remember. So plus 250 cashes for us for the 1-unit play. That gets us 2.5 units, and that makes it a profitable Open Championship for us, 1-2 with Justin Rose going into the top 20. So we win a half a unit there. That should be up 1 unit. That math is wrong on that. Sorry, I apologize. 3 and 4 up 1.05 units. That shouldn't be. No. Yeah, that should be, yes. That should be up 1 unit. Excuse me. Yeah, not 2 units. Up 1 unit. So as long as the under comes in, it's a winning Sunday. We knew it was going to be a winning week anyway. So winning week, winning month. Things are going well here in the month of July. So let's close out this month here and hopefully head on off into an interesting month of August. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of a rundown as to how this week is going to go, because it's going to be a bit of a different week. The rehearsal dinner for my sister's wedding is Thursday. The wedding is Friday. I have an event Friday morning of the wedding, and then I have the wedding, which I have to be at I'm in the wedding, obviously. It's my sister. So that is happening on Friday, so it's probably going to be somewhere around, like a 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I got to be there, I believe. So you're going to get, I don't know when on Friday. The Saturday morning podcast is going to be taped. I don't know when. I cannot tape it at night. It might get taped Saturday morning, so just a heads up on that. I'm not really sure. If I don't have time to tape the podcast for Friday night, I may tape it on Saturday. The Thursday podcast, taping for Friday morning, that podcast will get taped in the afternoon East Coast time. So just a little bit of one of those weeks where, real life comes into play. A lot of things are going to be happening. A lot of craziness going to happen. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're having a party here in Manchester for my sister at the end of the wedding. So it's a 3-day extravaganza. It's going to be busy, busy, busy. So just FYI as to how I may not be on the Discord channel much. I may not answer your DMs as quickly as you would like. Just heads up, big week for me and my family with my sister getting married here at the end of the month, end of the week rather, for us coming up on Friday. So just a heads up on that. Hopefully we can keep the ball rolling in the right direction, wind up with a nice winning month, and we head off into the month of August. A reminder that on the 3rd of August, that will be the last podcast you will get for a week, because I am headed to Scotland. So I will not be taping the podcast from August 3rd, the night of, into the 4th, until August the 11th. Okay, so just a heads up on all of that. You're not going to get a podcast from me all that week. You'll get it the following Monday, barring travel complications and everything else. But just a heads up, we're going to be doing that for 1 week, the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th and 11th. You will not get a podcast, or 10th, a podcast. You got a podcast on the 11th from me in August. Okay, so then we're back. Then it's football season, and away we go. All right. Great time, by the way, for you guys to once again check out BettingPros Premium. You get 7 days off 7 days free rather, with the promo code JUICE when you download the BettingPros app. 7-day free trial to go and check out BettingPros Premium. Check out the prop bet cheat sheet, the prop bet analyzer. All that good stuff can be found with BettingPros. BettingPros Premium. Download the BettingPros app. 7 days for free with the code JUICE. Go and download the BettingPros app today. Okay. you will get 2 Major League Baseball player props, once again from me, on the BettingPros app. Now, you don't have to be BettingPros Premium, a subscriber, to get those. That's just get the app, and you can go ahead and see, or go to bettingpros.com/Matt. Went 0-2 yesterday after going 2-0 the day before, so hopefully we bounce back here. It's accurate. We go 2-0, haven't done much of that, and then went 0-2, haven't done much of that. We've gone 1-1 for most days with the player props. So hopefully we'll get on a hot run here in the later part of the summer now that we have a lot of data and we're through the All-Star break, but we're heading towards the trade deadline, which does create some wonky situations with the way players and pitchers will be used, but Prop Bet Cheat Sheet's our friend for all of that coming up here today. 2 props coming at you probably somewhere around 11 or 12 o'clock Eastern time for that. Let's start here with the Rangers and their ridiculous run to unders. I mean, if this game stays under, they're 33-14 to the under this season. That is just a ridiculous mark for teams this deep into a Major League Baseball season. They just don't score runs. And, overall, that's at home, by the way. At home, they're 34-12. Overall, they'll go to 61-38-1 to the under. That is hitting at over a 61% clip for Texas in all games this year. As the home team for the Texas Rangers, like I mentioned, they are the number 1 team to the under. They'll go to 34-13 tonight to the under. And what do we have? We have an under game here tonight for Texas. And it's rinse and repeat type stuff until the Texas Rangers start scoring and giving up a bunch of runs. We're just going to keep on betting them. I don't care that it's the A's, okay? I know it's not a team that is great for pitching, and I know there can be some worry there with Jacob Lopez going for the A's and the 22-28 record for the A's on the road. Split-wise, a 5.01 ERA, a 2-2 mark, a 284 opposing batting average, 4-3, 6-2, 6-4, 3-0, 6-4. The results here. The total for this is not that high, but I think until we see offense and until we see the Rangers doing something, I don't care what the stats say. Jack Leiter's going, the 25-year-old right-hander for the Rangers, who has a 4.08 ERA at home, a 237 opposing batting average, 7-3, 4-1, 6-4, 8-3, 6-1. I mean, these are all games that are hovering right around it, but I'm just going to ride the trend here and bet the under 9. Rangers, A's, under 9 at -125. Rangers under the last 3 games after the All-Star break. Let's keep betting the streak here. Rangers and the A's under 9 for 1.25 units. Second and final bet, we're going to take a look at the Cardinals and what they're doing here on the road against the Rockies. Look, the Cardinals are 22-29 on the road. That's not great. The Rockies are 12-37 at home. Equally not great. But the Rockies just took 2 of 3 from the Twins. They lost 7-1 yesterday, but they won 6-4 and they won 10-6 in the 2 games coming out of the All-Star break. The Cardinals are throwing Michael McGreevy, a 1-1 with a 4.22 ERA. On the road, though, he has a 1.8 ERA. He's only thrown 5 innings, however, on the road for Michael McGreevy. He's a 5-inning starter. On the road against the White Sox, 5 innings, 1 earned run in the only road start he has made. In his home starts, 4 2/3 and 5 earned runs in his last start at home against the Cubs. Against the Dodgers, he went 6, gave up 4 earned runs. But this is a pitcher in Austin Gomber for the Rockies, has a 7.36 ERA at home, and the team has lost 5 consecutive games he has started, all of them on the run line. 14-8, 3-1, 5-3, 9-3, 4-2. If you want to bet run line, you can, and you're going to get a pretty good price for taking this the Cardinals on the run line against the Rockies. FanDuel has that listed at plus 106, plus money on the Cardinals if you want. But I'm just going to take them on the money line and not screw around and worry about that. Take the Cardinals on the money line at minus 130 for 1.3 units. Like I mentioned, the two Major League Baseball player props and the Rangers and the A's under 9 for 1.25 units. It's kind of a sleepy Monday, a quiet Monday here in the month of July, but we did a good job last week, winning week last week, profitable Open Championship. Let's keep it rolling here into Major League Baseball on a Monday. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all my socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning, wherever you guys get your podcasts. It is the Daily Juice.